There are a lot of videos on Facebook, several police officers taking a strong stance saying that George Floyd was murdered. These are police officers taking a stand. Take a look.
I'm disgusted with the things that happened in Minneapolis.
The man was murdered.
Was murdered.
George Floyd being murdered.
Guilty of murder.
An officer is going to stand there and not help when things go wrong? Come on, like you don't see that? That's the reason I got behind this badge, right? Because I want them officers that's afraid to step up, I want to be the one to step up. If I see wrong happening, wrong is not happening in my presence, right? I'm going to check it, and that's period.
You might recognize the man in that video as one of our panelists, Jaquay. You are not in uniform, but you are a police officer protecting, serving. I want to bring up something because it's been on my heart and my mind is you can be pro-supporting the police and anti-police brutality. The notion that your black skin means you don't support police, I've just always found to be insane, just as the case of being in the military, where my father was in the military for 30 years. Because you protest the injustices that you see in America does not mean that no one in your family has ever put on a uniform to protect the country. For you as a police officer, I think about folks like you when I see the black officers, at the rallies and in the police departments where these things happen, because you can support the police and be anti-police brutality.
We work in a predominantly black neighborhood. It's imperative for the white officers in that neighborhood to empathize with the black people of the neighborhood, because that trauma that black person is dealing with when you go to a call with them is not the trauma from that day. This is trauma from before. This is trauma from, you could pinpoint things. This is trauma from growing up in a house without a dad, trauma from coming into the house and seeing drugs and guns. Let me empathize with them so I can understand just a little bit of where they might be coming from and why they might, act out like this. It's not just what happened that day. This is the things that happened previously.